the Adams County Justice Center. This is where detectives, Jai Rogers and Detective Peterson, get to hide out. See, these bastards, or useless son of a bitches, whatever you want to call them, they got to hide out here because where they started their bullshit was in a different county. So they get to hide behind jurisdiction. Meanwhile, harassing me across jurisdictional lines. As a result, I'm here for the Joseph Michael Lopez trial. Today is his arraignment. Let's hope these son of a bitches go down. Not just Lopez, but also these filthy fucking pigs. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Yep. Let's play the next one. This is also before the court date. This is on the date, just before court.
I'm outside courtroom 501. This is where the guy who killed Natalie is having his arraignment. Of course, I'm not just here for Mr. Lopez. I'm also here to press charges against the Broomfield Police Department, as well as the Adams County Police Department, and probably the Adams County Sheriff's Department. These guys obstructed justice, and they lied outright. They protected the predators and harassed me over them. These police officers were immoral and wrong, and what they did led to statewide harassment and assault by police officers against me. So, here.
By the way, they did the same thing in court. They did the same thing in court. Now in court, it got even more messed up because I was harassed by Ted Bollinger. And then the police, rather than doing something about the situation, harassed me. Now instead of allowing me to go fill out the paperwork that I needed to turn in the officers and the Bollingers, I got to deal with this. When Alicia Bollinger and her family left, I sat there for a few minutes. I intended on waiting until they left and then going and doing the paperwork that I needed. However, the officers that were there would not allow that. Instead, they did this. At the time, my phone would only record about a minute at a time.
Court was fine. Turns out, there still is not a police officer in the state of Colorado willing to take my report. Matter of fact, I was,
1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them altogether.
The man who was slandering me, hell, he didn't even seem to notice that Mr. Lopez was in the courtroom.
Now you notice while I was inside of the building, I was very, very humane. But I was not so happy outside of the building, and I know the difference between the two. This is after I got outside.
I am standing outside of the Adams County Justice Center, where yet again, the police refused to take my report. Matter of fact, they heard me screamed at and threatened and slandered in the courtroom, still refused to take a report. And then they escorted me outside. This is an obstruction of justice. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. This is the day that Kerra Johnson Miles got exposed. Who is Kerra Johnson Miles, you might ask? Well, she's a lady who was supposed to be with a place called Autism Awareness. There's a lot of other people that were involved in this too. And as a result, I've got a lot of screenshots. Here's one of Natalie's ex-boyfriends, Justin Ward. Yep. This guy right here is a world-class piece of shit. They all are. Now this lady, Selena Mastis, claims to know this guy. She types, Justin never stops lying. He never dated Natalie Bollinger before or at the time of her death. Pussy ass. And you get to see the words that she used. That's Lena May Estes about Justin Ward. She also tagged some of her friends in it. This is Selena Maestas. Now this is a guy named Braxton. He's one of many, many, many people who just wanted to keep on harassing me. A whole bunch of them, just non-fucking stop. The things that I have to deal with to this day because y'all are shit. This is Kevin Joban Musk. Now this is some stuff between Natalie Bollinger. This is my birthday, the day before my birthday, matter of fact. She typed, I am hell-bent on seeing you. I don't want to spend much time in the car, to be honest. I'm very overwhelmed with car rides right now. October 17th. When's my birthday? October 18th. Yeah, obviously we were just friends. Here's one of my predators, Mackenzie Jackman. Danica Lachelle, she's got several accounts and several names. Danica Lachelle Hibson. I've had to deal with a lot of really nutty fucking people. Now this is before me and Shannon Alvarado were in contact with one another. This is how she found out about me, being a web sleuth. You get to see this. She was being stalked by an insane person for months. No, I was stalked. I asked people for help stopping the abuse. Now these people wanted to accuse me of killing Natalie and over again. Meanwhile, this is Natalie, calling people ugly. Fuck it. She was ugly inside. Just like Danica Lachelle Garner. I had to go through and collect all this evidence after Natalie's death. This is October 16th, 2016. This is 2 days before my birthday in 2016. This is about the Hurricane Matthew, October 8th, 2016. This was the accident. This is September 16th, 2016. This is when she was going to kill herself because I wasn't there fast enough. Her family was driving her to commit suicide. And here's the accident. By the way, I've got pictures with Natalie that show this accident. She sent these pictures to me personally. This is from my birthday where she's talking about when she wakes up in the morning, I'm supposed to go get her and we'll start the day. It might be noon, obviously. She typed fair warning. That was my birthday. Here she's talking about the accident that she was in. This is Victoria. She's one of a great many people that, God, you should see the situations. This is Shannon Alvarado. She ended up just playing a bunch of head games. This is Dee Dee Klang and Rodney Klang. This is Christine Buhit. She's dead now. That's Shannon Alvarado. This is a lady named Stephanie. This is the kind of mean shit over and over and over again. See, these people all just wanted to bully me and harass me over and over again. And the cops pretended these people don't exist. The cops pretend to this day that these people don't exist. It's kind of stupid. Here's this dumb cunt rag here. Let's show you her face. Who's this lady? Caitlin Jones. Tried claiming she advocated me in the beginning. Now she literally only sent me one message on this one day. But you know what? She never did ask me what was going on. And here's another one. Sadie Mae Schooley. Yo. Being cruel to people. You guys want to tell me that this shit didn't happen? That these are figments of my imagination? That it's a schizophrenic some sort of bullshit, right? No, go fuck yourselves. There's a lot of people that typed a lot of bullshit, but all they did was type. They didn't fucking listen. This is Dan Favorite's old phone number. This is Natalie's Danica Lachelle Garner. Obviously, she was typing that when her, God damn it, when her tax return comes in, they're moving and will be visiting family in Colorado and want to take me to lunch or coffee. Except that never happened because Danica Garner never intended on doing those things. What she was doing was gaslighting me with others, pretending that she was going to help. And then, of course, when I'd come forward about it, she'd pretend I was making everything up. Well, it's from her old phone number. Whether it's her new phone number or not, it's the same. I don't know. Here's Rochelle Shelley Campbell. This is the one who was pretending that this lady, Erica, was supposed to help me. Yup. Here's Danica. Type and trust her and so on and so on. Here's Rochelle Shelley Campbell wanting to have coffee with me. Of course, I had no way of getting a hold of her at the time. Obviously, I was worried about their safety, and obviously they were not worried about mine. They didn't care who hurt me. This is from Kerra Johnson Miles. She pretended to be an autism advocate. She also talks about being raped and molested and stuff like that. Here's the same Kerra Johnson Miles in those Natalie Bollinger groups. She's supposed to be a professional. She's supposed to be an autism advocate. And she's for certain not the name on it. See, this is Kerra Johnson Miles. Refused to take her. Now let's get to some of the other stuff, because there was a lot more. Autism Awareness, that's the name of the place. And she was supposed to be an autism advocate from Autism Awareness. So, yeah, she's from Midland, Texas. While Shannon Alvarado claimed that she couldn't turn anything in from California, Kerra Johnson Miles could turn something in from Texas. Meanwhile, Kerra Johnson Miles' lies from Texas made it into my court dates. Now here you get to see that she talks nice. She says all sorts of nice shit. But then there's the head games that she was playing. And there is so much of it. All right, I guess that's not working too good. Let's see. There's a lot of these where many of my predators were typing in these YouTube groups and Facebook groups and really didn't have anything nice at all to say. Many of you say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? I'm getting to the ones where they really have nothing nice ever to say. The ones where they were working together to try to get my post taken down. Those ones might be all the way up at the very beginning. And people did get absolutely horrible, mean, rotten, and wrong. These ones that are orange and white, those are from my telephone. The ones that are blue and white are from my Facebook Messenger. Let's see who this one's from. Danica Michelle Garner. She typed, Sean, I am Natalie's stepmom. I believe much of what you say is true. I can't say that I 100% believe you weren't the person. Now, this is before they found Natalie's killer. She typed that I was in her prayers. Now, this woman also fed me a bunch of bullshit. Obviously, I was in contact with the people that I said I was. Now here, she typed, but say what you need to. You can be a voice for so many people if you use it in the right way. No, if I had help being heard instead of being gaslighted by the Bollingers. That's right, this is one of Ted Bollinger's ex-wives here. This woman never intended on helping me. And this should have been supervised because all these people had to do was say mentally ill. And I still have to beg people to please fucking care. She typed, Natalie never wanted anyone hurt, and that is complete bullshit. If she didn't want anybody hurt, she wouldn't have lied about people in a way that she knew gets people hurt. When I let her know that people were hurting me, what did she do? She slandered my name more, played victim, and guaranteed that people were going to hurt me. Over and over and over again. Meanwhile, the police will not do their jobs. They refuse to do their jobs. And because of that, my predators have gotten away. Meanwhile, the people who claim that they're going to help me, do they ever actually? No. Because the most important part is to listen. Instead, go out of your way to do everything very last minute. Meanwhile, you expect me to do a bunch of stuff that you were supposed to help me with, but you never showed up. You never kept your word. Just like this Kerra Johnson Miles lady. These people are horrible pieces of shit. Not because they said nice things, because they did say a lot of nice things. They just didn't follow through. They did not follow through. These things needed to be seen by the courts, but the police did everything that they could to prevent the evidence from being in court. And none of my so-called friends to this day have actually stopped to listen to what's going on without just going out of their way to interrupt me, talk over me, and postpone it for as long as possible. There's a lot of Marie Wood felt that people owed me an apology. No, they just needed to leave me the fuck alone. I didn't need a goddamn apology. These people could have asked for forgiveness, but they didn't. There's all these folks who claim that they never thought I was guilty. This is the messages from Natalie before she was killed. I want you to look at the date on this. July 30th, 2016. That's from Natalie Bollinger. This is the email that I exposed her dad with. You goddamn right I did. Here's a woman named Sarah Connors. She's typing, most police in Boulder will harass and threaten homeless women. Is that the respectful servants you speak of? It's amazing, isn't it? It's not just women. Let's see. This is Kayla Manning. She typed something really long. She took it out of stuff that I had written. And you get to see here, she talks about Rihanna. Where's Rihanna now? Rihanna's dead. That's where Rihanna's at now. Screen overlay. That right there was a major issue through most of this right after the, police in Boulder assaulted me, Officer Waylon Lolatai, and they took my phone. It's another missing person, Sarah Rubiolo. She was eventually found, thank goodness. When she was found, she introduced me to her mom. Oh, here's Shannon Alvarado. Here's Justin Ward. Of course, we saw that earlier. This is Braxton Tim. People just kept on 7 this shit. Finding out what's going on with people hurt me. They assume my guilt, and the police are no different. Because the police were wrong, they had to commit a lot more felonies with a lot more police officers to try to hide those felonies. That resulted in dead people like Demetrius Shankling, Tibor Hatay, and many others. I don't have time to sit down for hours and hours and hours and work on all this because no one is going to allow me a place to do that. These predators being law enforcement and the Bollingers didn't bust their ass to deprive me of all the resources that I had just to give them right back. Fuck all of you for looking the other way for so long. I told the truth, and I'm the only one punished for this. I'm punished for telling the truth. None of my predators are punished for lying. You're all disgusting excuses for human beings, every goddamn one of you. And I hope you roast in hell.